Good evening and welcome back to Let's Play Hatoful Boyfriend. When we left off last time, we romanced Ryuta, and it was a very sweet little romance. Sad, his mother was very sick and she ended up dying. That was kind of terrible, but it was, he was all concerned because he's got poor health too, and he didn't want me to feel the pain of losing someone dear to me, and instead I convinced him that the time we've got is what's precious, just live life, be happy together. So that was a nice one. This time, probably not so nice. Ugh, we gotta go for Sakuya. So let's join the student council. Alright, we'll start in math class. Sakuya tends to show up there. I don't know if it really makes a difference, these little events in the free days, but... Okay, so we did this before. It's only me and Sakuya, which is kind of weird. He's got the fancy room, because, of course, he's Sakuya, so... Now then, I tried to be treasurer last time, and he bullied me into being vice president. So fine, I think I'll be the vice president. You wish to be my right wing? Not really, but... Ha! You've got nerve, I like that. I think I just got bonded with. Gosh, she looks pretty happy right now. And so I became vice president of the student council. Alright, hike tomorrow. Let's go have lunch with Sakuya. Unacceptable. In a temper, as usual. Why? Why do I have to come to a place like this, and on foot? We did see this scene before. It's a hike, Sakuya. You have to walk. For what purpose? As exercise? Foolishness. Exercise is for peasants. Because he wants to be some kind of rich, lazy guy, I guess. No, for fun. We have a nice view. Alright, looks like he still has something to say, but he reluctantly comes over to me. And maybe he's acting angrier than he really is. Alright, today... let's go music. Maybe he'll yell at me about Bach. Yep. And sports festival's coming up. So, Sakuya's gonna be a cheerleader, right? Alright, cheerleader. The general, in other words. Very well. Okay, so yep, he's a cheerleader. So, let's cheerlead with him. Cheerleaders. There's something of a crowd around our cheerleaders. I see Sakuya and a brass band? That's overdoing it. I think I saw something similar during the changing of the guard at Buckingham Palace. You're here. You're not cutting any corners, I see. Naturally not. Only the best from a labelle. Sir, preparations are complete, sir. Your orders, sir. Very well, begin. And so the band began to play. Where did he get these people? They all look like professionals. Shouldn't cheerleaders be students? You, join in. How? What do you want me to do? Okay. I seem to be in charge of the cymbals. One wrong slip and I'll be the laughingstock of the playground. Yikes. Sakuya's conducting is awfully flashy. Is this the labelle style? I imagine so. It seems to be all about appearances. Midterm exam. I did badly. Summer heat. Doves smell funny. Everyone's talking about Brian Pigeon. Good for you, Brian Pigeon. Hello, everybody. Huh? There's a pile of overturned desks in the middle of the floor. Ryuta's overturned next to them. Rock doves' underwings and bellies are light, so they look pretty different upside down. I mean, wait, what's going on? Oh, Oko-san and Sakuya are fighting. That's right, we gotta side with Sakuya this time. I look up to see the two of them at each other's throats in the corner. I think we might have a diplomatic incident on our hands. What happened, Ryuta? Sakuya was making fun of Oko-san. He called him a stupid mongrel who only thinks about imaginary pudding and said he was ashamed to be in the same class. Which is very terrible, yes. Oko-san is a nutcase, but, he's kind of funny. And I don't know what he's saying half the time, but he really does like pudding. And there's no need to ever call anyone a mongrel. Either way, Oko-san kind of went for the jugular, and you tried to pull them apart, and Oko-san used wing attack on you. Yep, your only hope now, Lavinia. Look. Cuckoo, Oko-san will not allow Pudding or himself to be ridiculed. You will apologize. You tell me to take back my word, I shall not. Mongrel like you hasn't even the right to speak to me. Oko-san is not a mongrel. He's not. It really rubs me the wrong way that he's calling someone a mongrel. I mean, what a uppity sort of insult to use. Oh, battle still rages. Looks like Rita's sacrifice was in vain. And especially now that we know how bad his health is, it was very noble of him to try to settle things down in the first place. Poor Ryuta. I should scold them both because they're both being idiots. But I guess we'll side with Sakuya. Oko-san, settle down. This is a classroom. Cool. This is a matter between doves. Stay out of it, Lavinia. You are a credit to your simian ancestry, Whately. I respect your judgment. Thank you. Cool. I catch Oko-san and throw him out the window. Oh, wow. Just because you're angry doesn't mean you can make a mess. Come back in when you're prepared to be civilized. I mean, there is a point there. Sakuya's saying really nasty things, but even if someone says something nasty to you, it doesn't justify escalating to physical violence, which is what Oko-san has done. And which, unfortunately, also kind of... I mean, it doesn't prove Sakuya's point, but in Sakuya's mind, it probably does. Like, I called him a mongrel, and here he is proving he's a mongrel because he's resorting to violence. So... I mean, Sakuya's obviously in the wrong for speaking terribly to people in the first place, but really, Oko-san is too. If it comes up again, we're gonna yell at them both. Alright, I'm shining. What shall I do during break? I don't think Sakuya's at any of these places, is he? The cafeteria is the situation with Oko-san angry about pudding, and it's between Oko-san and Ryuta. The store is Sakuya. I think the infirmary's just the doctor. Well... You again, are you ill? No. Why are you here? To skip class. And then he kicks me right out. Kicked out at the speed of light. I like that. Alright, what shall we do today? Gym. We'll do some of everything this go round. Today's calisthenics. And Ryuta can't do a chin-up. Don't make him feel bad about that. Chin-ups are hard. Tanabata. Alright. Let's go make a wish. Anybody I know? Who's number one? Haha! Okay, so we got Sakuya. That's good. And what shall we wish for? Famous artist? Sure, that seems like a Sakuya kind of thing. Well, or ruling the world, because he does think he's better than everybody else. No walks home, thank you. Alright, wisdom really sucks, so let's go to math. We don't know how integral calculus will help us in life. It depends on what we do with our life. Finals back today. Did badly again. And it's summertime! Let's go clean the council room. Now last time, I made him help me clean. He tried delegating everything to me. But I don't think that he necessarily was angry about it. I think maybe that the right choice here is to stand up to him a bit. I don't think that necessarily the way to win him over is to just be a pushover the whole time. So we're gonna go you help too. I'm the vice president, not the charwoman. Is that so? The job is to help you, so maybe you should be taking the lead role in cleaning up. That's why he's trying to delegate everything. Here's a mop. Work. He's flustered. He doesn't know how to use it because he's never done this before. Reluctantly helped me clean, but although we thought he might complain for a while, he certainly can be obedient. So, I don't know. That says to me maybe he sort of appreciates us standing up to him. That's the gamble I'm willing to take here. Alright. We're going to blast through the Azami scene. Carve it into your soul. Lots of homework. I don't think I want a job. Nah. Summer festival. Will Sakuya even go to a festival, or is he going to complain about how peasanty it is? Let's see. Sakuya, over here. You've got nerve to call me out during vacation. What is it? Oh, right, you just moved here, so you wouldn't have known. Today's the festival. Let's go together. Festival? What's that? You'll understand when you see it. Come on. What in the... Shops, food, good fun all around. People can't possibly be eating food prepared like this. It's unsanitary. It's madness. Oh, loosen up a bit, Sakuya. Don't worry, there haven't been any reports of food poisoning for 2 years. So there were reports 3 years ago? Yep. Come on, Sakuya, you gotta challenge your immune system from time to time. It'll make you stronger. Guiding the panic-stricken Sakuya around the festival is a little troublesome, but hilarious nonetheless. So we're having fun at his expense. And so the night wears on. Huh? When did you buy that candy apple, Sakuya? They had an interesting color, so I thought I would buy one. I'm not going to eat it. I shall take it home and mount it in a case. That is a really weird thing to do. It's gonna, attract ants or something. It'll rot. It's not the best plan. Maybe he doesn't understand how candy apples work. I knew I should have gotten up when I first woke up, because I think I'm late for school, but I'm not. Back home. Oh, hang on a second. Kiddo's crying. Alright, back from summer vacation. He hibernated. We're gonna give him the ID we found. Alright. Today's an elective day. Charisma's looking pretty good. Let's get a little more wisdom. I can barely keep up. Sakuya finds it dull. Good for you, Sakuya. Alright, it's late already? Let's stop here for today. We'll start looking at some new formulas next time, so try to read ahead, okay? The lassitude of Japan's educational system never ceases to amaze me. And you have so much experience checking out every other country's educational system that you're qualified to say what is better. You don't like Mr. Nanaki's classes, Sakuya? What do you think? And I'm not just talking about the math. Not only is attendance at this school mandatory, but everything it covers is infantile. It bores me to yawning. Well, good for you. Hey, at least Mr. Nanaki won't chew you out for snoozing in class, right? I don't think that's the issue here, Ryuta. Look at Oko-san. He conked out as soon as we took attendance. We've got a class full of sleeping students. Okay, maybe Sakuya's complaint is a little bit legitimate. It doesn't seem like the most educational class if students are just sleeping through it. Cool. Exactly. These pathetic teaching practices destroy the students' motivation and interest. No wonder nobody takes school seriously. But isn't Mr. Nanaki a big name in science? I forgot about that, yeah. And then we've got the doctor, too. They're just studying all of us, aren't they? Do they actually care about our education? I mean, I'm not really that well informed, but I don't think it's very nice to go around piddling on him, Sakuya. I don't know, Sakuya might be onto something here. We know his capabilities as a teacher quite well lately. Do you mean to say that we should respect and obey him simply because he's a teacher? Well, you would like to think that anyone who makes it to a teacher position is someone you should respect and obey, but that's not always the case, really. So, man, kinda odd to find myself actually siding with Sakuya. His fame is merely on the national level anyway. Merely. He's merely a big name nationwide. What a jerk. But no, really, the more important thing is just because he's a famous scientist, it doesn't mean that he would be a good teacher. You know, being good at something doesn't necessarily mean you're good at educating others about that something. So that is a fair point. The only world-renowned professor here would be Dr. Iwamine, and he's a psycho. Huh? The doctor's that well known? I never heard about that. Ooh, it is Oko-san's pudding. Even in his dreams, he's fighting about pudding. I'm surrounded by ignoramuses and fools. He's a world authority on pathology. His name is known the world over. Anyway, Nanaki does not even come close. He's still highly intelligent, just neither of them are really the sort of people, perhaps, that are best working with students. The doctor because he's crazy, and Nanaki because, well, he just falls asleep in class most of the time. He's a nice guy, though. I never knew the doctor was that famous. But then, why is he working as the doctor for a high school, even if it is a prestigious one? Excellent question. It's because there's more going on than that. They're just studying us all. It's a giant experiment. Oh, today's the school festival. We're doing a maid cafe, so what's going to happen with Sakuya today? Let's have a look-see. Isn't 2-4 doing a haunted house? I'm well known for my reckless nature, so maybe I'll go and scream a little bit. Alright. I think Sakuya's free today too, isn't he? You think you can convince him to go to a haunted house? Well, let's try it. Maybe I should invite him along. Yeah, let's invite him. He might be scornful. Who knows? Sakuya? Do you need something? You're free today, right? Wanna go look at 2-4's haunted house? Haunted house? A waste of time. Nothing but a foolish charade of commoners, by commoners, and for commoners. Uh-huh. How do you know if you don't go? And besides, isn't keeping an eye on the masses part of a noble bird's job? Oh, clever argument. Or, I suppose it might have some value. Since I have no other pressing matters to which I must attend, I shall accompany you. Oh, thank you for deigning to come with me. What is this madness? This thing's wonderful. A haunted mansion. What on earth is that? Will we be attacked by hostile ninjas? What? Sakuya, there's not going to be ninjas in a haunted house. No, that would be a ninja mansion. If there is such a thing. But my nurse told me that any mansion is bound to have ninjas lying in wait inside. What? It's like a tiny theme park with a ghost theme, hence haunted. How foolish. No doubt it has nothing but tricks to scare mere children. We shall enter. Well, it scared you already just with the idea that there might be ninjas. Oh, hey, wait. What trickery is this? I can't see. Why is it dark in here? Because the coal is to be scary, doofus. All right, you can't see in the dark, can you? Ah, I stepped on something nasty. Uh-huh. No, stop. Unhand me. Hey. Oh, this is one of those haunted houses where they can actually grab you, huh? Sakuya, calm down. No, you're not supposed to kick the poor ghosts. Let me go. Oh, good. It terrified him. Well, how'd you like that, Sakuya? I've never seen him this worked up before. Anyway, I'm glad he enjoyed it. I think. I don't know that he enjoyed it, but it was an experience. Ah! Oh, what now? Oh, the recorder. I don't care about that. I don't know if this will make a difference, but in case, we will side with the doctor because Sakuya respects him more than the teacher. Alright, music class was fun today. Solo tests always make me nervous, but they can be fun too. I sang well today. We have physics next, right? Huh? Sakuya's standing in the music room, staring at the instrument rack. What's wrong, Sakuya? What do you think of the arts, Miss Whately? Well, I did wish to be a world-famous artist this go-round, so... The arts? Where did that come from? Surely one such as yourself has an opinion of some kind. What do you think of the arts? Well, I'm not really sure it's something I could put into words just like that. Pretty good answer. Dostoevsky once said that an artist is a man who turns his ear inwards and writes down with zeal what he hears. I kind of like that. Such a common idea. Whatever. Oh, what do you think art is, then? He looks angst-ridden. Ugh, angsty rich kid. Wonder if something happened. Finally done with cleaning. Time to go home. I can hear somebody playing the piano in the music room at the end of the hall. Who? Well, Sakuya, of course. Oh, what, does he dream to go into the arts, but he's being pressured to go into some sort of leadership position instead by his family or something? I think I'll go check it out, of course. Go look. I can see somebody sitting at the piano through the door. I recognize him. It's Sakuya? Caught in the act. How long have you been there? Were you spying on me? How unpleasant. No, I just came over here. It sounded beautiful. I never knew you could play. I'm amazed you can practice and still study enough to get such good grades, Sakuya. Of course, a noble must be versed in all fields, though I doubt one such as you can understand the art. Whatever. It sounded wonderful. Oh, I'm distracting you. Sorry, I'll go now, so don't mind me. Whately. Yes? Huh? What do you love? Yep, he's got a passion for music. Why this all of a sudden? Tell me. Udon, I guess. Oh, what a... Come on now. He's being serious. We're going to answer food. Well, I mean, I guess we do live in a cave, and food doesn't seem to come to us easily, so it is kind of a high priority, but... Udon? Truly? Yep, I eat it every day. I see. Thank you. I do not think we made a good impression here. Okay, bye, Sakuya. And so I left him sitting deep in thought. What was that all about? What that was all about is he wanted to actually have a meaningful conversation, and you just came off as a ditz who's interested in food. And not in like an interesting way, like if it was something like, I love udon, I want to learn how to make the noodles myself and cook the perfect broth or whatever. I'm not quite sure what udon is. It's noodles, right? You know, something like that. Maybe I want to be the top udon chef. You could talk about that, but instead, I just really like to eat it. He's being obviously serious and something heavy is on his mind. What an answer. Alright, finals back today. I don't really care how I did. It's winter break. The year's almost over. For some reason, that makes me sad. Oh, I got a letter in a fancy envelope. Who's it from? Well, if the envelope is fancy. We are holding a Christmas party at the LaBelle Mansion on the 24th of this month. You are invited. Be honored. Sakuya LaBelle Shirogane. Well, I guess I will be honored as commanded. Thanks. How rough for him if he actually cares about us, that he has feelings for a commoner. Yay, I got a heartwarming invitation. My family's Buddhist, so I hadn't had anything planned. Might as well go, right? Well, yeah. Now, this is a point that multiple times we've mentioned this about my family's Buddhist. Where is my family in all this? Do they live in the cave with me? Do I live on my own? Where are my parents? I think I'll... Well, we gotta go. Oh, the party. Whoa, it's like a palace. All this music's wonderful. Ho ho ho, what do you think, Whately? Normally a commoner such as yourself would never set foot in here. I'm honored to be here. It's amazing, Sakuya. This whole thing is far removed from my own uncultured Stone Age lifestyle. I feel a little nervous. Do you have a party like this every year? Every year? Don't be foolish. We have one every month. Creating a habitat for social discourse is a noble's duty, after all. It seems a little tiresome. Are you feeling overwhelmed already? Poor foolish Kama. Ooh, wait, is Oko-san here? That's... Ooh, this establishment lacks pudding. What is he doing here? Oko, you dog, why are you here? I never invited you. Ooh, Oko-san sensed a feast and came in through the window, but there is no pudding. He crashed a Christmas party looking for pudding. I wouldn't give any to you even if I did have some. Confound you, you genetic throwback. That's such a terrible thing to say. Genetic throw... Oko-san's going to go berserk at this, right? He is, isn't he? He's going to ruin our swanky party. I think I should... We don't want to... It would be amusing to let him have at it, but no, we will stop him. Oko-san, inside voice. Did we smack him? Well done, Whately. Now throw him outside. Oh, am I going to be your muscle here? Alright. Cool. I'm grateful to you, Whately. Now we can have our party in peace. No need to thank me. I would hire you as a bodyguard if you ever you so desired. Thanks, I guess? He just crashes this noble guy's party on the chance there may be pudding. Alright, let's go to the shrine. Alright, what kind of amulet shall we get? Hey there, Ryuta. We'll stick with fulfillment and art. Thank you. He's here all day. I do want to see what fortune we get. Alright, we'll get Java Blessing. I don't know what that means, but we've got it. Alright. Wait, isn't that Sakuya? Oh, it's you. What are you doing here? I hadn't thought you were the type. Yeah, what are you doing here amongst us peasants, huh? I am here to observe. I may one day be ruling this country, so there's no harm in familiarizing myself with the customs of the masses. Oh, I see. That aside, I had heard the rumors, but this place is a battlefield. Some lunatic almost killed me throwing coins earlier. Oh, right, you don't get out too often. Those are offerings. Yes, I am aware. The custom was created by a secret policeman during the Edo period, I believe. I never knew. I understand that the coins thrown by this policeman also inspired the shuriken later used by ninja all across the country. Oh, this is educational to me too. I didn't know this. To begin the year by testing each other's reflexes in deadly monetary skirmishes. Japan truly is a brutal country. I don't think that's what it's all about, actually, Sakuya. You're misinterpreting a bit here. He gazes with mixed admiration and fear at the donations falling into the shrine box. Correcting him would be a pain, so I think I'll leave it at that. Plus, the way he's looking at it is kind of a lot more awesome anyhow. Alright, Happy New Year. He hibernated. Legumin times. Alright, now what do we... He's gonna want the fanciest ones they have. She does say that the racing one is a little pricey, so he might want that most. Like, if I give him the country stuff, I don't know, I almost want to. I think it'll... It seems like the country stuff would make him feel kind of offended. Like, really? You're giving me this low-class stuff? But then, secretly, he might actually appreciate it. So I'm almost tempted to do it. But... let's go ahead and give him the racing blend. We'll give him the most expensive thing. Alright, let's give him those beans. Sakuya! I am busy. May I ask you not to waste too much of my time? Oh my gosh, just take your beans. This will only take a minute. I have something for you. Here. What are these? It's a pricey blend of beans. I know you like expensive things. That is not what I meant. Why are you giving me beans? Oh, come on, don't you know? It's Legumentine's. And what is that? Oh, he's not familiar with it. What planet are you from, anyway? It's a holiday where girls are supposed to give beans to the boys they like. What? Haha, we flustered him. Don't look so disturbed, jeez. I gave you those. Will you accept them, Sakuya? These beans seem somewhat cheap for their illustrious recipient, but it was the most expensive beans they had. Since you ask it, I will not refuse them. Really? Yay! What did you mean by like? Haha. I'm asking what you meant by the boys they like. Oh, you want some clarification here, huh? Exactly what I said. Oh, but come on, he wants to know, do you like me, or... No matter what I'm doing or where I am, your beautiful plumage always comes to mind, Sakuya. Anyway, here. I hope we can continue to get along. Indeed. I think he doesn't know how to take that. He glances at the beans, and then at me, and then wordlessly leaves. I'm glad he liked them. I guess we can interpret that as him liking them. It seems like maybe he's not really sure what to make of it all. He did like them, right? It's cold. Feels even colder than it was around New Year's. Maybe the wind's stronger? I'm starting to think I should build a wall or maybe dig myself a new bedroom. Maybe. With this kind of weather, some birds are even collapsing in the street. Oh, wow. Hey, wait. Isn't that one Sakuya? Sakuya, what's wrong? Don't ask for the details. Just carry me to your miserable abode, I beg of you. Alright, I'll take you to my humble cave. Wandering around and collapsing in the street at this time of night doesn't seem like customary practice for an aristocrat. What's happened, Sakuya? Don't tell me your family has fallen from high society. What happened? I shall not say. Did you decide maybe you like me too, and you said it to your family, and they're ashamed that you have feelings for a monkey person, a hominid, whatever, like me, a hunter-gatherer, and so they threw you out? Huh? What were you doing wandering around in the wilderness, then? I was not wandering. I was on my way here. Be honored. Okay, I'm honored. Thanks. Oh, so this isn't a coincidence after all. Did you want something from me, then? No, don't flatter yourself. Well, then why were you coming here, huh? Should we call your family or something? No. Why not? He looks really angry. Listen, don't you dare call my house. What, because I'm not good enough to call your house, or because you don't want your family to know where you are? Sakuya, did you run away from home? That sounds bad. No, I simply left of my own volition. Isn't that the same thing? Yep. What happened, Sakuya? Wait, Lee. Oh, this is back to him wanting to be a musician. Do you remember when we talked in the music room at school last fall? Yes, I do. What about it? Do you remember what I asked you then? You asked me what? I loved. And I acted like it was a crazy question, and then I said, udon. You asked me what I loved. That's right, and you gave a simple, honest answer right away. And that made me jealous. Oh, you don't know what you love? Did I mishear? That's the last thing I would have expected from him, of all people. I don't understand, Sakuya. Why? I'm one of the few, of the pure bloodline. I'm ranked higher than any of my siblings. I've been slated to become the next family head since birth. There's no reason I shouldn't be. Oh, but you don't want to be. But you don't want to take your father's place? How did you know that? Well, it's obvious. It's written all over your face. I love music, but my father does not approve. Sorry, Sakuya. When I was young, I owned a number of instruments, but he had them all thrown away. Art is not our realm. The joy of creation is the domain of peasants. Our role is to be patrons and promoters of the artists we admire, not to be artists ourselves. A noble who sows his own wheat is a fool. It's not true. I think anyone who can play music should be encouraged, no matter who their parents are. Exactly. What makes an artist isn't whether they're a peasant or a noble. What makes an artist is something inside a person. You have to encourage art wherever you find it. The people who feel the need to create, you've got to give them the need to create. That's where great art comes from. Not give them the need, give them the means to create. That is because you think with a peasant's values. My world is different from yours. Whatever, my world's better. I'm not talking about what peasants think. I'm talking about what I think. What about you, Sakuya? What do you think? What do I think? You speak in riddles. I carry the name of LaBelle. To play at applying my own standards and ideas to the world would be a disgrace. What, you're not allowed any kind of autonomous thought? You gotta figure some things out for yourself. You're not just an extension of your family. Well, apparently his family seems to think he is, but... But didn't you just say you left the mansion of your own accord? Isn't that applying your own idea to the world? You've contradicted yourself. What do you want to do in life, Sakuya? I must succeed my father as the next family head. No, I didn't say what do you need to do. What do you want to do? No, geez, that's not what I meant. What if you could forget about the LaBelle family and do anything in the world? What would you do then? Forget about the LaBelle family? What mockery is this? It's a thought exercise, Sakuya. Just try it out. We're speaking hypothetically, dummy. If I could do anything in the world, I would continue studying music. I would like to see how far I could go as a musician. Huh? Then do it. He sounds uncharacteristically modest. I was half expecting him to give some rambling speech about how he would unite the world and become king or something. You love music, don't you? If I could hear you play the piano again, I'd be very happy, Sakuya. I think you've answered your own question. Answered my own question? Don't be ridiculous. This is a mere fantasy. It has no connection to reality. Well, that depends on you. Have you told your father that you want to continue studying music? Don't be ridiculous. How could I lower myself so? Hey, if you want something, you've got to go for it. You've got to chase your dreams, man. So you haven't even asked him about it. You wouldn't be lowering yourself, Sakuya. Are you ashamed to love music? You should ask him. It's worth a try, right? The worst that can happen is he says no, and maybe he throws a temper tantrum about it. But you've already proven that you can run away if need be, so... You gotta make your own way. Perhaps you're right. I suppose I never would have thought of that if I hadn't talked to you. You were confused about what you wanted, Sakuya. I just gave you a little push. Waitley. Yes? I'm going to speak with him when I return. If he refuses, would you carry my fallen body to safety one more time? What, you think he's gonna, lash out at you physically? Are you planning to run away for real next time? If it comes to that. I will follow you anywhere you need to go, Sakuya. You will always have a safe place here, okay? I shall return to you. Thank you, Waitley. Well, let's see how it goes. And so he set out across the wilderness once more. Is he going to make it home okay? I don't know if his father will accept him, or if he really will run away. But I know he will come back to me. And I pray that our future will be a happy one. Wake up! It's morning, Sakuya. Oh, if he's back in the cave. Silence! The hall of your fathers has many lumps and sharp rocks, Waitley. Well, yeah, it's a cave. Geez, what are you complaining about? I even got you some straw. Which is to say, I did the best I could for a freeloader. Here, I made breakfast. Your first concert is today, so you need to get ready. Oh, so his father must have kicked him out, but we gave him a place to stay, and he's pursuing his dream of music, so good for him. I mean, he's still kind of a pompous jerk, apparently, but He didn't complain about the food. That's an improvement. By the way, what is it? Have you contacted Yuya? You must be joking. I thought so. I have his address. Should I tell him about you? Well, I mean, he is your brother, right? We need not worry him. I have no intention of asking favors of him. I didn't mean... Anyway, let it be. Things are fine as they are. I guess he's still a little chilly about Yuya. Maybe it's still too early. Let us go, Waitley. Okay. Game? Ah. To Lavinia. Salutations. I trust you are well. A little bird told me you've been taking care of Sakuya. Yep. He's a pain, but I know you'll be able to handle him just fine. Who's writing to me? I have something to tell him. Something very important. Something I've been needing to tell him his entire life. Since you're... Well, I guess I'm still a little unsure myself. If he ever says he wants to see me, I'll think it over. When that time comes, let me know, okay? I'll keep in touch. Adieu. Oh, Yuya. Alright. Well, that wasn't as terrible as I thought it would be. I still don't really like Sakuya. He's got a horrible attitude in general. He treats people terribly. But I think there's hope for him at the end. If he's willing to abandon his family and actually chase the things he cares about, maybe as he pursues music, he'll hopefully gain a better appreciation for others. Song of the Foolish Bird. I like that title. That's nice. But hopefully he'll gain an appreciation for people and do a better job at treating people well. Alright, anything new? Let's see. We have chosen to let the Dove Party agent who has infiltrated the school operate freely for the time being. A number of incoming students have proven to be quite fascinating. If possible, please examine the details in the attached documents. Do not think they will oppose me. So is this like Hawk stuff? So then they know that Yuya's with the Dove Party. Huh. Interesting. Alright, well... I'm gonna go ahead and wind the episode down there. Please like and subscribe if you've enjoyed this. Come back next time. Next time I think we're gonna go for Azami. So I'll skip... Well, no, we'll still start at the first choice, because I don't know if it's gonna make a difference what club I join or whatever, so you can still see that, but... Yeah, we'll see if we can get Azami.